it's a results-based business, isn't it? And you know, our start point is 2 away games, very difficult away games, France away and Scotland away. So we'll definitely have to blood some experience into this Six Nations, but I'd rather do it this year than you know, just in the World Cup. So I think the time's right to do it.
Having won the last 2 championships, you know, as a motivational factor, we've had a chance to create history by being the first team to ever win 3 championships in a row. So that's a focus for us in terms of the squad coming out, and we've spoken about that.
This Six Nations we know because last year the first game we lost away in Italy. That in this competition, Ireland lost against Scotland. That each country can beat any team in their good days. So I think it will be still a very close competition this year.
We play quite good Six Nations last year, but we finished the year not very well. So the objective this year is to be consistently play good rugby as we show last Six Nations, and especially try to playing good matches even when we play away. We had good results playing in Rome, but we must be able as well to be competitive when we play away from home.
We managed to finish 3rd in the Six Nations last year, which was our highest finish for quite a number of years. But we're aware as a side that we're nowhere near the finished article, so we need to keep on working hard and keep on improving. And also it's about just making sure that week in, week out we are consistent.
All the teams are playing particularly well. I think it's going to be a massive challenge for anyone. But as a player, that's what you want to play in. You want to play in the big stadiums, you want to play the big teams, and you want to make sure you can deliver when it counts.
For us now, the motivation this year is definitely the 3 in a row, and what's happened over the last 2 years with players and form, that goes out the window. Everybody is best to try and get the side for this year and make every effort we can to try and win the championship again.
So Sam Warburton, who has committed his future to staying in Wales. They seem to be cogging the IRFU's method, credit where it's due. Good day for the IRFU, good week for them, all the players that have been kept, and a new sponsorship deal. But regardless of the jerseys that they're wearing, I mean, France and England, that used to be the grand finale. And now it's kind of north for one team, south for one on Saturday evening.
Yeah, particularly for the French, I would argue. I mean, I think England can afford to lose that game and still come back and have a good campaign. I'm not so sure the French could. But I also think they'll have one big... You know their mentality. Yeah. They've had a 2-week build into this game, which they've never had before. They're under huge pressure. Pape will lead from the front. He'll be looking for fights every 5 minutes. It'll be Saturday night in Paris. They could just pull off one big emotional win there, couldn't they?
Yeah, it's a massive... Saint-André has said that last year was the year for learning and this is the year for fulfilling expectation. He's got everything he wants in terms of backing from the French Rugby Union. But we haven't seen anything in terms of the team, the talent that's in that side playing, playing together. And this is a huge game for me. He said the main course is starting.
Is there huge frustration in France because of that, with Saint-André?
Massive frustration, and I think the French would prefer to lose playing an attractive brand of rugby, particularly with the national side. The French fans are quite happy for their top 14 side to grind out a victory because they've real pride in that. But when they see France play, they expect flamboyance. And Saint-André's never done that. When he won the Premiership with Sale, when he was in Toulon, he was very pragmatic. I remember Philippe Contepone being told, whatever happens, just kick it back, even if it's on. First option in 22, drop goals. And the French public, particularly in Paris, they're there for the spectacle. They want to see entertainment, and they haven't seen it under Saint-André.
Well, they haven't seen it even before him either. I mean,
under Laporte as well, and Lieberman was so inconsistent in terms of his
you
selection.
got the odd one,
exactly. So they have the talent, particularly if they pick Ficou and Fofana. I think Tale's been out, even though he's probably not an international name. He actually is quite good for cast. He's a 10 who plays the ball the game on the game line.
You watch it every week. So what's Ficou? Because he's the one, I suppose, that most people are hearing about.
I think everyone knows about Fofana. Ficou's a guy with unbelievable X factor. He's quite similar to Zebo. He can make big things happen from situations that don't look dangerous, but he can be very inconsistent as well. I think that Saint-André might go for Bassett, and it'll be a sign of his character, just to try and set targets.
For that structure, isn't it?
Exactly. And it's the wrong move, I think.
He's limiting these players, the quality of them. Dussatoire is out now, Tales, as you mentioned, Fritz. They have a huge amount of power and strength. They've 3 home games. They can't be any worse than last year. I think they could be dangerous. It's about their mentality.
But they have a problem with number 10 too, don't they?
Huge. only 3 of the
French
top teams have starting choice 10s. Next year we'll sign
He might go with Dusan, who's ostensibly a 9, simply because he played so well at 10 for Toulouse against Saracens, and particularly with a very good kicking game. And he might just go with that.
But it's very reactive. There's no long-term plan, you know. And Trinduc's been brought back in now, having been left out. He's a guy who struggles sometimes with his confidence.
I wouldn't think the coach believes in him that much at the moment, does he?
Exactly. The first game up is key. If France do not get a result against England on Saturday, they'll be. I think they could.
So what we're saying is France have this potential, but they need to get the head right and pull it all together. Well, England, on the other hand, we think, you know, I mean, we kind of know what to expect.
Well, I think England are improving under Lancaster. They have improved dramatically. They were caught a little bit on the hop last year, a little bit of inexperience when they went to Cardiff. Wales were hitting the high notes, if you like, and they were just ambushed. It's happened a few times. It happened in Scotland, in Murrayfield. It happened in Dublin here as well. Everyone
but you don't think the progress has stopped?
No, I think they have. I think they've improved. Their pack looks strong and abrasive. Sure. You know, Wood, Vunapolo, Rob Shaw in the back row, big guys, Courtney Laws, Launchbury. That's a big back 5. They're big ball carriers. They're physical. They're aggressive.
Big defence on top of that.
Yeah,
kick
Farrell,
all the goals.
Barrett, Good at full back, or Brown, whichever. He's a lot of options. I think the only question marks are the wings. Who will he go from the wing? Will he leave Ashton in there, whose form has been poor, I suppose, or will he bring in, you know, some new guys in there?
I think it's the kind of rugby that will win a Six Nations either this year or next year. I think it's the kind of rugby that will win the majority of their matches. But until they get a bit more ambitious in what they try to do, particularly 10, 12, 13, beyond them. Well, a World Cup and home soil is beyond them.
There's so much ball against New Zealand, but they could do it with us, you know.
Okay.